Russia has released the first official footage of its F-35 stealth fighter killer, the next-generation Sukhoi T-50 PAK FA. But is it really any good? The slick presentation from the Russian Ministry of Defense was recently released to mark Air Force Day. In it, Russia's most advanced combat aircraft can be seen being put through their paces. There's the MiG-29 KUB naval fighter, which we're likely to see a lot more of in coming months if Russia's only aircraft carrier, Admiral Kuznetsov, is deployed to Syria next month as announced. Then there's the Su-35 and Tu-22, which features so prominently in Russian newsreels out of Syria. Explore more. How does the F-35 compare to Russian, Chinese fighters? But interspersed among it are glimpses of the T-50 PAK FA in flight, Putin's sleek next-generation killer stealth fighter. It's not the first time footage has been seen of the futuristic fighter, but it is the first time it's appeared in flight in an official government release. But is it truly a fifth-generation combat aircraft? Critics have their doubts, and perhaps the Russians do also. While doubts surround the performance of its engines and stealth characteristics, its speed and maneuverability appear impressive. The strength of its sensors, which Russia says are optimized to seek out and locate stealth aircraft such as the B-1 Spirit bomber, F-35 Lightning II strike fighter and F-22 Raptor, remains an unknown quantity. Fighting chance. Opinions about the T-50 are mixed. Some say it is a clear and present danger to the future of Western air superiority. The analysis that I have seen on the PAK FA indicates a pretty sophisticated design that is at least equal to, and some have said even superior to U.S. fifth-generation aircraft. A former U.S. Air Force intelligence chief, Lieutenant General Dave Detula, recently told the National Interest, "It certainly has greater agility with its combination of thrust vectoring, all-moving tail surfaces, and excellent aerodynamic design, than does the F-35. Others are less impressed." Delve deeper. China's angry reaction to war game prediction. What is certain is that the T-50 is optimized for air-to-air combat, unlike the F-35. It is intended to fly fast and high to get to an advantageous point where it can unleash a broad arsenal of long-range air-to-air missiles. Due to this, it's been built to fly faster than 1.5 times the speed of sound for sustained periods. Some analysts suggest its top speed is greater than Mach 2. Others point out its engines appear to be running much hotter than expected, and are unexpectedly unreliable. A new engine design is slated for delivery in 2020. Also in the T-50's favor is its maneuverability. Vectored thrust nozzles in advanced flight controls allow the fighter to be thrown about in the air in a more violent manner than the F-22 Raptor, and far in excess of the F-35's capabilities. Shooting furs. Where it lacks in comparison to U.S. fighters is in the arena of stealth. But in being a hunter of stealth aircraft, its own stealth needs may not be so great. Its primary asset is an X-band multi-mode AESA radar, supplemented by L-band radars said to be capable of bouncing signals off opposing stealth aircraft. Such a radar would give a general indication of where the enemy is. The T-50's pilot would then fall back on infrared and optical sensors to pick it out of the sky. Related, can't shoot, can't bomb, but the F-35 is declared ready to fire. To remain hidden, the T-50's opponents would not have their own radar activated. If they did, it would be difficult, but not impossible, to find the new Russian fighter. Where an F-35 Lightning II is said to have a radar cross-section, equivalent size to radar, of 1 cm, the T-50 is estimated to reflect as much radar as a 30 square cm object. But some analysts point out the T-50's radar cross-section is at its smallest from head-on. This is exactly when an interceptor wants to remain unseen, while closing on its target. Future foe, Russia, and development co-partner India, appears to have given the next-generation fighter a vote of no confidence, with numbers ordered dramatically cut. Originally, Russia announced intentions to buy 200 of the advanced aircraft. Recent orders amounted just 12. This is in part due to economic problems, as well as ongoing technical challenges. Western sanctions as well as plunging fuel prices have hit Moscow's bottom line hard in recent years. So much so even the T-50's bargain basement price hasn't saved it. Since its first test flight in 2011, some 6 prototypes have been produced. One suffered a devastating engine fire, though a similar incident destroyed an F-35 prototype last year. It's a similar story for India. After expressing disappointment in the performance of its version of the T-50, questions have been raised about its commitment to buy 150 machines. The future of the T-50 is likely to remain in limbo until its replacement engines enter service. Trace the development of the modern jet fighter from the multinational, multi-purpose, multi-service F-4 Phantom to today's highly specialized fighter. News.com. Our privacy policy includes important information about our collection, use and disclosure of your personal information, including to provide you with targeted content and advertising based on your online activities. It explains that if you do not provide us with information we have requested from you, we may not be able to provide you with the goods and services you require. It also explains how you can access or seek correction of your personal information, how you can complain about a breach of the Australian privacy principles, and how we will deal with a complaint of that nature.